Welcome back, folks, and today we got a very special review. Huge shout out to Mattel for sending me this early. I'm just kidding. I bought this shit straight from the UK because Amazon down here, they ain't shipping them until January. We got the Motu Origins Mark Taylor prototype Castle Grayskull, and like always, Mattel never disappoints with a box art. Look at all these figures. They look so good. One right there that I wish I could get is that dragon, but every other figure on the box, best believe I got them all, and I'm gonna show you that later on in the video. But with all the action they got going on right here, love it. This really takes me back to that old school vibe, you know what I mean? See that little guy right there? I got his ass too. I'll show you him later on when I try to recreate this whole diorama that they got going on. Definitely gonna make sure I add the green goddess in there, along with Zorn, what it looks like to be Faker, rocking the other version of the spacesuit that came out a while ago. But yeah, folks, perfect box art. I can frame that right there. But now let's take a look at the side of the box where we got Demo Man down there, getting the brute of that blast right there on his feet from the green goddess. And we got some pterodactyls up top. Other side of the box, we got the one and only Battle Cat. And then moving on to the top of the box, they give us different examples of what you could do with it. You know what I mean? We got He-Man doing some training right there. Then behind him, we got Merman just zoned out with the flagpole in his hand. Then right there, we got Skeletor making He-Man fall down the little secret passage. Then we got somebody in the spacesuit manning the turret cannon, about to blast away Beast-Man for trying to steal the weapons. Then we got Man-at-Arms just posing on the elevator. And then on the back of the box, we get an action scene with all 5 figures that released a long time ago in the Lords of Power 5-pack. We got the Merman, the Skeletor figure, which, hold up, that Merman, his eyes look extra bugged out. I don't know why. But yeah, we got Skeletor. Then we got He-Man, Man-at-Arms, and Beast-Man. But I see Man-at-Arms and He-Man, they missing them boot knives, which is actually what makes them figures special. Besides that, I got a little bit of battle damage on my box. Nothing to cry about. But now let's pop this bitch open. And when you slide it out, this is exactly how it comes. Well, this is how mine came. Looks well packed for the most part. Everything's nice and split up. But now let's take everything, spread it on the table, and this is everything that comes in the box. Right here we got all the little accessories, the new 2-tone color pattern. Everything's looking pretty good. Loving the way the floors look. Computers look good. Now the only thing that's drastically different about this playset is these stickers right here. You see that dungeon right there? You see Stingor's hand and Stingor's tail sticking out that bitch. I love the decision that they made. They switched out what? Frog manga for him, and switched out a whole bunch of other ones. Rest of the stickers are nice and vibrant. And then moving over here, the other pieces of the floors, and the last 2 things they changed is they put Evil Incarnate on the one flag, and then on the other one they got Rhino Man. But right here, let's take a look at this. This is something that a lot of y'all bought this playset just for this flimsy ass placemat. It ain't as thick as you think. This shit feels like a very thin tablecloth. Put it like that. We'll take an up-close look at that in a second. But besides that, that is everything that you get in the box. But now, folks, let's take a look at that placemat. Looking at it right from the top. They got that shit pretty much on the money. Love all the little details, the little nods, the little creatures and stuff like that. Like the little muck man right there, sea man, whatever you want to call it. Now, as we work our way around this, this is actually called the Grayskull Stygian Moat. I'll throw it right there on the screen so you can see what I'm saying. Now, right there where that dock is, that's where the Castle Grayskull door will fall right on top of. And other than that, we almost around this whole thing. Definitely bigger than what it looks like. But like I said when I first touched it, this bitch is very, very thin. A very thin tablecloth type of feel. You know what I mean? I'd be afraid I'm gonna break it. You know what I'm saying? But there it is. But now, folks, let's take a look at Castle Grayskull sitting right here like it was meant to. And right off the bat, that shit don't look like that. I mean, the placemat, yeah. But as far as the castle goes, that coloring, look like somebody vandalized my Castle Grayskull. I ain't gonna hold you. Now hear me out. Take a look at this one right here. You see how that light green is? You see how it ain't that much bright like that? Oh, look at that shit, goddamn. That shit is so bright. You know how they say a little bit goes a long way? All they needed was just a little bit of that neon green going on, but instead they just want to throw that green right in your face. Now right here for the drawbridge, you see what I was saying? This goes right on top, matches right up, just like the prototype art. The artwork, like I said, beautiful. But the coloring on the outside of this castle is too much. Like for instance, that little roof right there. They got little subtle shades of neon green on the other one, but on this one right here, that bitch is engulfed with the green paint. So there it is. That's what you get with the castle on the outside. A little bit of a overhead look with the castle sitting on the placemat. It looks good. So for people that just want it for that, you gonna get what you want. Now right here on the inside of the castle, you gotta sit it like this to be able to fit it on there properly. You can't have the ladder right there where the ladder's supposed to go. You see what I'm talking about? Matching it up from the front to the back. That's what you get. You see what I'm saying? How it's just blocking the other spot where the ladder goes? Well, I just wanted to show you that, but I'm gonna open it up just so we can see everything how it should look. And there it is right there. Starting off at the top, the turret cannon's looking good. I like how the two-tone colors look on it. I kind of prefer that one a little bit better. The floors, like I said, I love them in the white. They really stand out. Now them flags right there, I love both emblems. I kind of like them better, especially these flag ones right there. That's the winner for me. Now working our way past the flags, looking at that computer monitor right there. I do like the colors on it, but I think I like the Origins one a little bit better. Right there, the little thing that you pull the elevator up with. Same shit as the other one. The elevator itself though, the two-tone colors, that really pops. Now right here, the spacesuit is looking pretty good. Let's take a look at it. Now this is the other reason why a lot of y'all is buying this playset just for this spaceman figure. We're gonna take a look at him from the bottom to the top. Starting right off there at the bottom, those are the same shoes that come with the Transformers Man-at-Arms. The legs right there, ain't nothing special about that bitch. The waist only comes with the spaceman suit. Came with the Origins one. Those wrist gauntlets right there, same one as Sky Clone, but those hands only came with the spaceman suit. Those are not them WWE Superstars wrestling hands. They are shaped different. The arms in itself, the top part of the arms, exclusive to the space suit. You see right there on the bicep, that's different than any other arm. Same thing with the vest, exclusive to the space suit, and the same thing for that big ass helmet. Now, I do like this new color variation, but when I do the comparisons later on, I don't know if this one takes the cake as the best spacesuit to have. Now right here, take a look at the back of the body. Loving how that air tank looks, but unfortunately it does not come off that armor. I mean, unless you rip it off. But yeah, no, it's glued on there. But looking at the bottom to the top, ain't nothing special about the bottom part of the body. We're working our way up to the top. I kind of wish they would have added more color back here, especially on the helmet. You'll see what I'm saying when we do comparisons later. But if we strip his ass down, butt-ass naked, taking off that vest, you get a better look at them biceps. You see how they got the lines in it right there? I have never seen no other figure with the other spacesuit have that. Now getting back to the castle, the carpet right there definitely stands out. But I think I might like the other one a little bit better. But that does look nice. Now the only thing that I messed up on was putting that sticker on the seat. You can see it's a little crooked. That shit gets to me. But I do like the way the seat looks. Love the Evil Incarnate flag. Definitely better than the other one. The weapon color right here, it's different. I've been so used to the white weapons, you know what I mean? They came with the castle, but I ain't never gonna turn down extra accessories. I'll make use of it somehow. But other than that, that's it with the castle. We've seen the whole outside, the whole inside, all the weapons. But let's test out the action features, make sure they work. Let me just turn the throne chair, make his ass drop. That's what I'm saying. Work like a charm. And the elevator right there goes up and down with no issues. You just pull the string, and that's it. But now it's time for some comparisons. We're gonna start off with comparing both spacesuits. The one right here on the left, that's the one that you get with the Mysteries of Grayskull extra accessory pack. And right there at the feet, you see how the other one, he got them trap jaw like feet. And them legs right there, very different legs. Kind of look like the other legs that came with Stinger and a whole bunch of other figures. But that waist right there, that shit is special. Those are the only two figures it comes with. Bottom part of the arms, I easily give it to this one right here on the left with that rocket right there and just the extra details, the little circular part right there on the wrist. Love it. The hands are exactly the same. The vest right there, same shit. One got a little bit of color on the front part, or the other one don't. And then working our way up to them helmets right there. You see what I'm talking about? How the one on the left got the little pink and blue spots on the top, while the other one, that shit is plain Jane. That one right there, love it. Love the extra colors. Let's take a look at the back real quick. Now, hands down, the one on the left, it does it for me. Like, let's just say, if I never had that one on the left and I got both of these at the same time, I would still pick the one on the left. It's just more detail. I like how the bottom part of the body looks. It all looks like it's supposed to be a spacesuit. The one on the right, I'm not getting it. Now, right here, comparing castle for castle, you can see how it looks like they kind of vandalized the shit out of the front of this castle. Now, I do like what they did with the eyes right there. They made them extra black. You see right there, they didn't color in all the way. The bags underneath the eyes in all black like the other one, but both ways do look good. Door for door, though, I kind of like this little pale one a little bit better. I don't know why, it just stands out more to me. But the overall color, no, I'm sorry. I'm liking this. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I've had that one for a long time. I never had this one. But let's just say if this was my first time seeing both, I might have to pick this one. You know what I mean? It just looks more natural to me. That yellow, that neon green, whatever you want to call it, that shit is too bright. You know what I mean? It looks like this shit was vandalized, and it would have looked a lot better if Mattel just would have calmed it down a little bit and just tried to make it look like the light green that was on the prototype one, and that's it. Now, moving on to the inside, right from the rip, the one on the right looks more lively to me. You know what I'm saying? Watch, I'm gonna show you what I mean. Let's take a look, for example, the computer monitors right there. You see that one? Now look at that one. So much more, just color and life. They colored in all the little extra buttons, all that shit. It just goes a long way. Same thing for that computer right there. So much color. Well, that one right there, now I get it. This was supposed to be the prototype look, but just some things I just prefer better, like that carpet. That looks good as the carpet, but that one right there, that don't really look like a carpet to me. You know what I'm saying? The seat though, seat for seat, I do like the two-tone color compared to this one. So if I was to switch one, I'd probably switch them up, but I would wish to switch the stickers, you know what I mean? Because I like the back of that sticker. Now, flag for flag, I would take both of these flags out of this castle, and I would take those flags, and I put it over there. Because those flags is hot. Now, that's it for the second floor, but working our way down below on the first floor, elevator for elevator, I like this elevator better. That one right there, like I said, it's only got one color. I like a little bit more life. Now, as far as the dungeon sticker goes, I like this one. That one, I've always liked that. It's got so much life going on. That's looking a little naked. I mean, I appreciate what they did. That's just not for me. Now, weapons for weapons, these ones are kind of growing on me. These ones, I've been used to it for a long time, years and years. But I take all the weapons. I don't mind that. I share them both. So far for comparisons-wise, it looks like this castle's winning. Now, flag for flag, I'm going to have to give it to the new flag just because the old one has just got double swords, you know what I mean? Well, this one has got that crazy-looking skull face, that nice-looking axe. That old flag right there, that can kick rocks. I'm going to take the new flag from now on, but that's it for comparing both castles. But now it's time to move on to some upgrades. First upgrade right here, if you buy that Mysteries of Grayskull accessory pack, you get the Spirit of Grayskull right there. You'll have that other spacesuit, not that one. And then you'll have this right here. You got one of the monsters coming out the dungeon. This slides right in there. Now, it may not be the right color, like a lot of the stuff that I'm going to show you coming up, but you can always go to Home Depot, get the right paint and paint it. Now, this upgraded dungeon right here, this came from Bert the Stormtrooper, and this is an excellent upgrade if you want to be able to trap somebody right there in the castle, and it doesn't get in the way of the booby trap. Watch this shit. God! Like I was saying, it doesn't get in the way of the booby trap. Watch this shit right here. You see that? Work like a charm, no problem. Now right here, Skeletor or whoever you want can easily go in the jail. You can actually fit two. I've done it. But right here, if you want to go balls to the wall, just totally hook up your castle, this is what you get. I bought this about 2 years ago from Hebro on YouTube, and let me tell you, I do not regret the purchase at all. Easily in my top 5 upgrades that I bought for my Motu collection. He even made the plank to cover the elevator hole. But the only thing is, you will need a second Castle Grayskull to be able to make this look, but it is worth the sacrifice. You see this shit? You got a big-ass Castle Grayskull to do whatever you want with. Now, it does look a little naked, but I think I can fix that. Right here, folks, just had to furnish it up a little bit. Show you how drunk He-Man is living in the castle real quick. Starting off, we got the armory room with all the weapons displayed. He gets his training in there, but he's still able to see the TV from in there. Then right next to the front door, we got a nice little planting table set up, you know what I mean? Just to welcome guests in. Then we got a nice little lounge chair with a little boom box next to it. And then right there in the living room, got a big-ass bowl of popcorn, big screen TV, big-ass couch with remote. Working our way up, my man's got Scrooge McDuck money. He can swim in that shit. And then working our way past that big-ass sub of money, going right up the ladder, he's got a nice comfy seat to watch to see who's coming. And then right there behind the throne chair, you got another big-ass stack of money. But in the master bedroom, he's got all his drugs and stuff right there next to his video game system, big-ass screen TV, big-ass bed, rocket launcher next to the bed. Gotta have the baby oil on deck. My man He-Man is living good. And your figures can live this good too. I'll put the link in the description to Hebro's eBay store to where you could get this upgraded Castle Grayskull kit to make your figures live like a king. That's what it is for the inside. But folks, we ain't done. Is I'm gonna upgrade the outside real quick too. We're gonna start off with putting point tread up here. This is the Origins version. I just want to show you how it looks on top of the castle. But for me personally, this is what I like to use. I like to use the vintage point tread, and I like to use the Origins Talon Fighter. Reason being is I like my figures to be able to stand up there because they can't stand with the Origins one. And for y'all that think it ain't gonna hold up there tight, that shit is locked in. Now up next, there was something that bothered me about this release when we seen it at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm gonna throw a picture up of the prototype version and let me see if y'all can find what it is. But let me just show you. Right there, folks, it's missing the pawn on the top, it's missing the ledge on the side, and the turret cannon, it's a different turret cannon. Now remember, folks, this was bought for my other castle, but it will easily go with this one. I just gotta repaint it up. And this is how it's supposed to look. Why couldn't they give us the pawn on the top? We have seen the pawn on the top in so much different stuff. And this turret cannon right there, I did a whole video on that. All this stuff, I will show you where to get it. Links will be in the description. But for the pawn and for the ledge right there, you can either buy it off of eBay on the right, or you can either print it yourself on the left from Colts 3D. And for the turret cannon, you just gotta hit up Secrets of Orko on Instagram. Link will be in the description. Now right here, folks, we ain't done. Because if you want to expand it even further, you can add this third wall to Castle Grayskull to just make it bigger from the outside, you know what I mean? Now all that inside shit I showed you ain't gonna work with this outside stuff, okay? But it don't really need to, because you can only enjoy one at a time, you know what I mean? So we out here on the outside, this shit is looking great. Now I've done a full review on this third wall for Castle Grayskull, but to make a long story short, the same person that designed that pawn and the ledge right there also designed that third wall and many other cool accessories. I'm Maroni on Colts 3D, link will be in the description. Now right here, I just wanted to set up a little diorama, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of the concept art figures and all these custom ones. They was done by Bombstar Outcast, and he absolutely nailed the look with every single one of these figures. And the rest of these figures came from Mattel's sketchbook series, which they got a bunch more figures coming. I can't wait to see them. I hope some of these are the ones that we're gonna get, especially that Skeletor right there. You killed that one, Bombstar. Wasp Man, right on point. And then we got Hordak running from that Rhino Man right there, the same one that was on the flag on the inside of that castle, which he looks just like that shit. Great job on him, Bombstar. So that's it for this whole diorama setup. I just want to give a different option for what people might use this playset for. For folks that don't have the Lords of Power 5-pack and you just want to get the sketchbook series, you can do some shit with it. But right here, folks, I wanted to recreate the box art with all the figures on it. Start off with blonde-haired Tila and her golden horse charger, coming in strong and hot. That shit looks great. And then right here we got Lords of Power, Man-at-Arms and He-Man with the boot knife. And we got Lords of Power, Skeletor, Beastman, Merman. And he's getting that shit in right there with Zodak. He just took a laser blast to the chest. And then right in the back, we got that special Muckman or Seaman. I like both names, to be honest. But I made him, and I made Tila's horse charger. I had to for this setup. We don't got them figures yet. And then right there at the top, the Green Goddess shooting laser blasts out of hands. Last but not least, we got Zora attacking Faker, rocking the spacesuit armor. And I'm surprised they didn't put him in the spacesuit armor that came with this castle. But I tried to keep it, you know what I'm saying, how they had it in the artwork. Overall, folks, this castle, is it worth it? Well, that depends on a lot of things. If you don't have a Castle Grayskull, now if you're the type of person that just needs to collect every single figure in the line, then yes, of course get it, because the spacesuit is a tiny bit different. But if you got a Castle Grayskull and you just want the spacesuit and you were thinking about getting this for it, don't get it. Because with that $100-some that you would spend on Amazon for this, you could go on to eBay, just like this, and search up the Mysteries of Grayskull accessory pack. You will get it for pretty much the same price. You know what I'm saying? And you get all those little extra things. And now keep in mind, this is if you already have a Castle Grayskull, because this spacesuit and this little accessory pack is far more superior than the one that comes with this castle. Now, if you just want this just to get the little placemat thing, I don't think it's worth it. But you're gonna do what you want. Waste that $100 for this thin-ass piece of tablecloth right there. You got that? But right here, folks, I want to show y'all something very special. All these figures right here, I am donating every single one to the Motuniverse that's coming up next year, May 23rd and 24th, down there in California. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to make it. That's on the other side of the country for me. But I still wanted to do something nice for the event, so I donated over $1,000 worth of Motu figures, and that's not going by scalper prices. If I was doing that, this probably be $1,500. And all you have to do to be able to win these is just show up, because all these prizes will be used in a number of different ways, from raffle giveaways to panel giveaways to costume contest prizes. Sky's the limit. I have good faith in Mega J and Attorney of Royalty to make those choices. But keep in mind, folks, because even though the Kickstarter already funded, there's still 3 days left until the campaign ends and 2 stretch goals left to achieve. So let's make it happen, folks. Plus, keep in mind, it's a lot cheaper to get your tickets in advance right now in the Kickstarter than it is to show up in person, but you'll still be able to get in. Either way, good luck to winning one of these prizes if you show up. And other than that, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching, folks. And if you like what you saw, do my ass a favor and drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel while you're at it. It ain't gonna hurt you, is it? Come on now. Go ahead and hit the button. I know you have to hit the button. Hit that goddamn button, drop a like. All right, I'm out of here.